Remember how a couple months back, ComToUs had a dev note where they had a discussion with some of the guild leaders from some of the top Korean guilds, and they had a back and forth question and answer. They posted it in the dev notes, but a question and answer between them and the top Korean guilds, and they were talking mostly about Guild Siege improvements, whatever. Well, this is the fruits of that discussion. Siege Battle Season 5 improvements. So this is basically outlining what improvements, changes, updates we're going to see to Siege tournaments, or not even just Siege tournaments, but just Siege battles overall going forward. There's also there's new transmogs, which we're going to see every season now. Just like they're basically RTAing Siege battles. New transmogs, new shops, new all that stuff, right? So we're going to see new transmogs, we're going to see a new shop, we're going to see new currency, Guild Siege seals. We're also going to see new bases added to Guild Siege. They teased a little bit of it. They didn't really tell us everything about the new bases. But basically, that is it. Siege Battle Season Reward Improvement planned to be applied in Season 5, which we're in the tournament for Season 4, so it's going to be applied pretty soon after this tournament is done. This is the new transmog for the Mermaid. Look at how beautiful she is. And remember, guys, as we've previously seen in art, she's not in the shop. She's not going to be in the shop just yet. She is going to be a reward for people that rank high in Guild Siege. However, just like with RTA, I would predict and I would presume that they will do the same thing where a few seasons later, she will be available for purchase with Guild Siege points. So even though she's not available for purchase just yet, I would assume that all of these things are going to be available just like you can get the Valkyria skins from like one of the earlier seasons of RTA, you can get those with the special league points. It's probably going to be something like this, right? Where they don't come out the same time. They come out like months later, but you can eventually get older transmogs. So you may just have to, if you're not super OP, not in a super OP guild, now people are going to push to be in super OP guilds. That's the goal, right? That's what, or maybe they're not, but ComToUs, that's what ComToUs wants, right? So winning guild gets 4 transmogs. This is only transmogs for like the top guilds. You only get transmogs if you're super OP. You got to be G3 to get transmogs. No one else gets transmogs. Okay. Guild Seals will be available as a season reward. We can see a little bit more. Guild Seal Shop will be updated during Siege Battle Season 5 period. So here we can see a little bit more on the things that we can get from the Guild's Siege Seal Shop. Oh my god, that's going to be fun to say all the time. Appearance effects. So if you guys don't know what appearance effects, you guys know what appearance effects are, right? The little, when you enter the battle, there's little extra things that like shoot up and give you little special effects. Which you can already get, but yeah, we got some more of those. We also we already have those. Basically, you just buy them with regular guild points. Building skin A, B, and C. So this is actual building skins. I'm not sure if they're going to do buildings like for your buildings on your island, right? I'm not sure if they're going to do buildings that were previously in $100 packs, or I wonder if that would piss off the people that bought some of those $100 packs. If they're like, oh, I want the building skin. That seems really cool, so I guess I'll buy this pack when I was really on the fence. Or if they're just going to be fine with it, they're like, no, I got it for the crystals and the scrolls and whatever. Because there's those $100 limited packs. Sometimes there's like Elia skins, sometimes there's building skins in them. But I know some people liked those for the building skins. Or like the summon there was a summon portal skin as well. So I'm not sure if these are going to be the same exact ones that we saw in those packs, or if they're going to be something different. Profile background. So I was actually looking before to see if there was going to be, because there's skins for the Guild Siege arena, right? The arena that you actually go into, and if you reach a certain rank in Guild Siege, you get your little arena, not the regular arena reskin, but you get your Guild Siege battle place that you do your Guild Siege battles in, the Guild Siege arena, whatever. The battle stage reskinned. I thought that those were going to be this, but it says profile background. So I assume that profile background means profile background of when you click on your name in chat, that's what it goes to. So there's going to be skins for, where there's going to be backgrounds for your profile to show like, yes, we're OP. But I would have liked to see some Guild Siege skins, like the battleground, the battle arena skins in here as well. And then we have water, fire, wind, mystical scrolls 3 times a week, right? So there you go. But I really would have liked to see some of those siege skins in here, or even if it's not those specific ones that were from like the high level, even if it's just like random other kind of skin, I would have liked to see those so we could at least change the siege or change the skins, right? And I think this also appearance effects were given as grade 1, and special building skins to decorate your buildings will be available. Limited number of appearance effects, but with the Guild Seal shop update, you will be able to get them with no limits. Considering to have the transmogs. Oh, so they are actually talking about this. That are given as siege battles purchasable at an appropriate time in the future. So basically, what I was saying for that. And then we have this is the guild sieges that the guild seals that you get for actually completing siege at these different levels. So if you are in a fighter guild, fighter 3 guild, or below, I don't think really anyone's in a fighter 3 guild. Because see, here's the thing with guild siege. It's like Guardian guilds, G3 guilds are G3 players. But then like Guardian 2 and Guardian 3 guilds, like there's a lot of like C3, C2, C1, Fighter 3, whatever. And also, there's so many different ways you could be a C3. A C3 player could be C3 in RTA. That means that's C3 in RTA is way more OP than C3 in regular arena, right? C3 in Guild Siege is even easier to get than either of those. So C3 in RTA and C3 in Guild Siege are 2 totally different levels of players. And it really doesn't, like, we really don't see, like, we really don't see that, though. Like, we know, the players that play the game know that it's 2 totally different, like, levels of quality runes and units and monster boxes. And, like, you can be in a C3 guild and be, like, a Fighter 1 player, right? So, I think I'm insulting everyone now. I apologize. Kind of, but it's still the truth. So currency rewards will be upgraded. Oh, so this is actually nice. Guild points per guild member, so everyone's getting more guild points, just in general. And then they're also getting more crystals at the end of this as well. No one's even in... Who's in a challenger guild? There's not even... I mean, like, even the doo-doo accounts with the inactive guilds that I'm in. Now they're going to be very offended. Like, you called us inactive. If, like, one person does Guild Siege in the entire guild... You can't be, like, it's still going to keep, you're going to be a Fighter 3 guild. So, anyway, it's really, like, I don't, even the inactive guilds are not even Challenger. So, that's crazy, right? But anyway, there's all the stuff that we have. Here's just this is basically just a table of all the stuff, again, of, like, if you are in, like, SSA or Malicious, this is what you're getting. If you're in any other guild... This is what you're getting or below. Lol. I know, offending. More G3 guilds. Like, how dare you say we're not going to? But this kind of looks like, this kind of looks like RTA rewards, to be honest, right? So there you go. There's the rewards for all of that. I wonder, are you guys upset that most normal mortal human beings that haven't spent 6 figures on the game cannot get a mermaid transmog from Guild Siege? Or are you fine with that? You're like, I'll just get it later and 6 months down the road or whatever, right? So special currency guilds. Oh yeah, we already took a look at that as well. Then we have special bases. So they really didn't say too much about like going into detail on this. Service period siege battle becomes longer. Many guilds conducted active research, studied, find effective attack decks, defense decks. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Like, we just see the same deck over and over and over again, which we saw from the video that we just did the other day. So special bases is like just with special rules. Like, for example, you can't use certain units. You're like, for this one, they give us an example of you can't use attack gauge boosting monsters or attack gauge increase or decrease monsters. So you see like a normal base. Here's a normal base here. And then you see, and there's also, you get extra guild points, or you get extra siege points from these bases as well. So let's take a brief look. There's a lot of words, and I'm trying to go to the 2 special bases can be set during the tournament. Attack bar limit. So this is just an example, right? With this rule applied, the attack bar increasing defense and decreasing skill effects will not be effective in this special base. So, for example, if you see a Ciara, a Lauren, and a Perna base, well, Ciara's not going to be able to turn cycle. Lauren's not going to be able to decrease attack bar. So both of those units are already not effective, right? If you see... Oh, Veramos also is not going to be effective. If you see, like, Bastard and Odin's, well, the Bastard's not going to be effective in increasing the attack gauge, right? So, and then, like, for example, some of the other things, even the other things here, I think they gave us... Actually, they gave us a perfect example here. All three of these units would be ineffective in the attack bar increase defense. Attack bar limited basis. Guys, I'm going crazy. Final balance test. They do balance tests? Several special base effects we're working hard to develop based on the ideas that summoners can enjoy, so please stay tuned. I'm liking this special bases. I think that's going to add a nice different feel to all of this. I mean, even the things like a Messidian Bulldozer, you're not going to be able to use a Messidian Bulldozer, right? For those things, you also, I mean, you still see Clara's on defense. You know, that's still going to be a thing. Clara's on defense. But there's going to be different situations, different special bases, not just the attack bar, increase, decrease, whatever thing, right? So it's going to be nice to add some diversity to the Guild Siege content, right? And then the seed assignment will be changed. I think this really doesn't affect too many. This affects like a couple guilds, and that's about it, right? They're just changing the way these top ones are seeded, but that's about it. You don't even have to worry about that, to be honest. Oh, this is also interesting. Siege Battle Replay Share function will be added just the same as you can share RTA matches. You can share Siege Battle matches. I think this is going to be even better than the RTA shares because we share them with friends and guildmates, right? That's who we share them with. Sharing things for Siege with your guildmates, when you're already talking about them, I feel like my guildmates talk about the Siege matches more than they talk about their RTA matches, right? They don't really share the RTA matches as much as I feel that they would share the Siege matches. Like, oh, here's the team that I take. Like, what team did you take against this base? Oh, here's the team that I took against this base. Oh, here's the team that I took against this base. And I think that really brings a lot more sharing to the table. And I think that this would be way more community-oriented than the RTA. And I think this would actually help people improve in Siege overall. So I think this is something that definitely we should have had. I really never even complained about not having it, to be honest. I think probably some other people really wanted it in the game. Really wasn't on my radar, but I think that this is actually really, really good to have here, right? So we could share them already, but we could share them a different way. So this is allowing to share in the game. So, yep. Just like how we would in World Arena. So, because we can currently share them, but it's different. So, yep, I think that is about it. Blah blah blah. Siege Battle Tournament. Season 4 Siege. I'm out of it today, guys. I really am. But I wanted to at least do a video talking about this stuff. I'm excited about the new towers. I would love to see them skin like the Siege bases, like the Siege Arena, whatever we're calling it, the Siege Arena thing. I would like to see a skin on that because, man, I've been playing the same Siege Arenas for quite a long time, and I'm like, I just want to see new fresh coat of paint. Because, I mean, if you're in one of the top guilds, then yes, you already have reskinned your Siege. But if you're not in one of the top guilds, you still don't have a Siege or a reskin for it. It would just be nice, because we've been playing this game for years. Siege battles have been around for at least several years now. It would be just nice to see different fresh coat of paint. Come to us about that Giant Speed 12 remake. Make Giant look a little different, a little more rocky. No? They're like, no, we're not going to do that. What about the Dragon? They're like, we gave you auto farming. You don't even have to look at it. Okay, count to us. Fine. You gave us auto farming. We don't have to look at it. But anyway, that's it for this one. Just wanted to go through all this stuff. Not bad. I think that the new Siege, again, I'm most excited about the new Siege bases. And I'm excited about the transmogs, but not really too many people are going to get them just yet. They're going to have to take a while. And hopefully they add some skins for the siege bases too, right? So anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you as always in the next one.